Hello everyone, we are learning the subject of circuit theory or network analysis on the chapter of resonance, that is nothing but the parallel resonance. We are going to simplify the one of the numerical on the parallel resonance on the one of the type, that is nothing but two branch parallel resonance circuit. So what is that? We will see. For a two branch parallel circuit, RL is equals to 6 ohm, RC is equals to 9 ohm, XC is equals to 12 ohm. Find the two values of L and C of L and the two values of the current of a total at resonance when connected to a 100 volt 50 hertz supply. Okay, so see here how we can draw the circuitry. What they are saying, two branch parallel circuit. So these are the two branches. On that one, in a one, the resistor is connected in series with your the inductor. In the second case, the resistor is connected in series with your the capacitor. When connected to the inductor, that will be the RL. When connected to the capacitor, that will be the RC. So it will be LC, and that is nothing but the resistor. How we can simplify? At resonance, we know very well in the parallel resonance circuitry, at resonance, what is that condition? That is XL is equals to XC. But how we can simplify this XL and XC? We can simplify this XL and XC as in these two branches. What is my XL? That is nothing but R term square as well as XL term square. Similarly, XC term square divided by RC term square into XC square. See here, this is the one branch, this is the other branch. Here these two are related, means RL and XL, RC and XC. So if you simplify these two, already we are aware what is the value. RL is given as 6 square plus what is my XL? Nothing, not given. So that will be as it is. What is my XC? That is nothing but XC is given, that is nothing but the 12 here. And what is my RC? RC is mentioned as 9. So 9 square. What is my again the XC? That is nothing but the 12 square. So likewise you can simplify. So you will get the quadratic equation after simplification of this one. Okay, so you will get as XL square minus 18.75 XL plus 36 is equals to 0. So you will get two values of XL. One is 16.58 ohm and other XL is nothing but 2.17 ohm. Okay, so in this way two branch possible value of R, because just because of this XL we are getting the two values. So definitely so two possible values of inductor, that is nothing but R. L1 is equals to that is nothing but the XL by omega. Okay, that we are aware XL is equals to omega L formula. Which formula we are using? XL is equals to omega L. So what is my L? L will be equals to XL divided by omega is nothing but my L. So like the same thing here we are going to use. What is my XL? 16.58 divided by 2 pi F. Okay, and what is that? 16.58 divided by 2 pi. What is F? F is mentioned as 50 hertz. So what is my L1? 0.0528 Henry. Similarly, find out L2 is equals to XL by again the omega. So here will be 16.58 divided by 2, not 16.28. Here will be my second value, that is a 2.17. So here 2.17 divided by 2 pi into 50. So you will get as 0.0069 Henry. So the unit of inductor is a Henry. Now go towards the current at resonance. So what is the value of current at resonance? So current at resonance you can calculate as I is equals to, how we can calculate? I is equals to E by Z. Okay, either the Z dynamic or Z, that is nothing but, and we know very well for the parallel Z will be equals to 1 by admittance. How we can get this value of the admittance? So one of the formula after derivation, here there is no role of a derivation. So directly we will find the value of the what you can say, the impedance. So note down here the total impedance at resonance, total impedance at resonance how we can calculate the total impedance? That is nothing but the Z. Once we got the Z, you can calculate easily the admittance. So here my Z dynamic or the total impedance for this branch Z1, for this branch Z2, and Z is equals to 1 by Y. Okay, so Z1 is equals to 1 divided by, see here the formula, be careful, RL divided by RL square plus XL square plus RC divided by RC square plus XL square. See here how I am getting, just because of the above term. Just because of the above term. Okay. So in this way just substitute the value. 1 divided by 6 divided by 6 square plus 16.58 square, 9 divided by 9 square plus 12 square. So you will get as Z1 is equals to 16.86 ohm is my Z1. So here at the beginning what we have learned, at resonance of a two branches, this formula. In this way you have calculated the two XS. So later on the inductor value with the help of this formula, that is nothing but here. Okay. So this is the one of the answer, this is the one of the. Now with the help of this formula we are interested in the, what we can say, the, see here this formula, this is too important formula, there is a derivation on that, but we are not interested here the derivation, we are interested in the calculation work. So simple, what they are saying, find the value of L. So that is nothing but the A part is here, the B part is nothing but the impedance. And now second impedance we can calculate as, I will do here, that is nothing but Z2, or in many of the textbooks Z resistance or dynamic impedances. So 1 divided by again to 6 divided by 6 square plus for the other XL 2.17 whole square plus 9 divided by 9 square plus 12 square, because we are getting two values of XL. So one directly with the help of calc if you do, I am getting the answer 5.33 ohm is my Z2. Finally, two possible values of the current. Two possible values of current. How we can get the current? Just because of this one, I is equals to V by Z. Okay. So what is my I1? I1 is equals to E by Z1. What is my I2 is equals to E by Z2. So what is my I? This is nothing but the current is going to, total is the 200. So definitely that total voltage can be divided into 2. So Z1 is a 16.86. So you will get as 5.93 ampere. In the second case again 100 divided by that to 5.33. So you will get as 18.73 ampere. So in short you can say this is the one of the formula to calculate the current, and this was the, what we can say, the impedance.